Imagine this. You experience death, but from your perspective, you never actually die. While the world you once knew mourns your passing, your consciousness continues in another reality where you survived. This is the mind-bending concept of quantum immortality, a controversial interpretation of quantum mechanics that challenges our fundamental understanding of death and existence itself. At the heart of this paradox is the many worlds interpretation, MWI, of quantum mechanics. According to MWI, every possible outcome of a quantum event spawns a new branch of reality. If applied to life and death situations, this means that in every instance where you could have died, a parallel universe exists where you survived. Your consciousness would always experience the reality where you continue to live, no matter how improbable it may seem. The thought experiment often used to illustrate this paradox is a quantum version of the infamous Schrödinger's cat. In Schrödinger's experiment, a cat inside a box is both alive and dead until observed. Quantum immortality suggests that if you were in the cat's place, you would always find yourself in the version of reality where you are alive, even if the outside world sees otherwise. Essentially, you might experience near-death scenarios, but you will never truly experience death itself. If quantum immortality holds, it implies that no matter how many fatal accidents, illnesses, or near-death events occur, there will always be at least one timeline where you survive. While this may sound like a version of eternal life, it raises haunting questions. Would you endlessly drift through realities where survival becomes increasingly difficult? Would your existence eventually become a lonely, inescapable eternity, where you outlive everything and everyone you know? Philosophers and physicists debate the implications of this theory. Some argue that it is merely a thought experiment with no real-world consequences. Others believe that consciousness may be quantum in nature, potentially allowing it to persist beyond what we currently define as death. If reality constantly branches, where does the self reside? Do we merge, split, or remain in an ever-continuing stream of subjective experience? Of course, no one has proven quantum immortality, and mainstream physics remains skeptical. The theory itself relies on the assumption that consciousness follows the path of least destruction, something we cannot empirically test. But the paradox challenges our perceptions of reality, free will, and the nature of time itself. It forces us to ask, if death is only an illusion of a branching multiverse, what does that mean for the way we live? Whether or not quantum immortality is real, it presents an eerie yet fascinating possibility. If every choice spawns new realities, then perhaps in some version of existence, you are reading this article over and over again, forever questioning whether you are truly mortal or simply shifting across infinite lifetimes.